Hello and welcome to Amethyst Racing. It's me, your host, Luke Martin, as we're going to get ready for our practice stream. I'm going to inform the drivers of today that they are good to ready up, and it will be go time. Oh, they're ready now. Perfect. So, after over a year, we will be going around squidgy circles once again. Hello, Spiky. Ugh. Right then. How does my how do I sound as well? Who the fuck is that? Turn myself up. Is that better? How does that sound? Oh my god, it's been ages. How do I get the map up? It's been a while. It's been a while. I might be a little bit rusty. Also, let me get that gone. So now I can see the chat better. Now I can see what you guys are saying. So everyone is still currently just in the garage. Oh, someone's coming out. And out of the closet comes... It's a Williams. It's Archie Britton, first man out of the closet. Congratulations, Archie. And we definitely want broadcast. I'm sure there's a way of changing it, and I can't remember. It's been such a long time. But here we have Archie Britton, first man out on the track. It's probably going to be something stupid like why. If anyone remembers how to change from TV pod to broadcast and back, I'd be greatly appreciative of it. Because I cannot remember. As we have 8 of our 9 drivers out on outlaps. Connor, only man in the pits. But it's going to be Britain now, as he's going to take us through the final 2 corners of Austria. He's going a little bit slow. He's brought out yellows, and now here he goes. Around the final corner, he's going to be a first driver around the track. Comes up to the uphill braking point of turn 1. It's going to be late on the brakes. You want to carry as much speed. Make sure you don't run too wide, because that outside curb is brutal on you. And it's going to be Britain as he opens his DRS flap for the first time, coming into turn 2. Sharp braking point of 2. A lot of kart drivers less experienced do tend to spin, and Britain now going to open his flaps up for the second time. Hello, Skowski. Now coming into the more technical section of sector 2, this is where most of the time can be made through this long sweep and left that Britain's going to pull us through now. But he's looking glued to the ground. Check that man for hacks. Back and getting a little bit loose on entry there. Slipping and sliding. Looking clean though. Now only 2 corners left to go. Britain going to be setting our first lap. The bank lap that everyone has to beat. Final corner. Takes it nicely. Doesn't cut too much corner. Doesn't run too wide either. And Britain is going to set a 105. Meanwhile, next to come across the line is going to be not this man. I do not know who this is, but it's going to be Puffran around the final corner, and Puffran goes 8/10 off. Meanwhile, Ollie Thompson on the mediums goes another 6/10 slower. Next up, though, is going to be a new driver with us in Keta. Keta, short for ketamine, so you know this man's going to be tweaking around the track. It should be in better now. It might be the fan because it's hot. And it is Keta who goes a lot faster. Meanwhile, Pavic goes provisional P2. And next around the track is going to be on a lap. Who is it? It is going to be Conor Radcliffe starting a lap. I'm going to have to turn my fan down then. Is that better or is that worse? Meanwhile now, Connor coming into turn 4. It was my new fan to keep me cool because my old fan is on my PC because my PC's dying. We move. Connor looking to compete with Keta. By the way, he's going to be called Ketamine, and that is that. But now Connor with 2 corners left to go. He'll be looking to regain his former crown once again. It's been a while. And Connor go... Oh my fucking god. Connor, you little sweaty cunt. So after our first round of laps, it's Connor who has gone 6/10 faster than our new driver, Keta. Followed by, of all people, fucking Philip Pavic. Then Britain. So we've got 3 drivers, sub 105. And then we have Britain, Matthews, Junker, Puffran, Thomas and Adietta. Alright chat, I want to see who you reckon will be coming out on top. You got to remember, Thompson did set his lap on the mediums. Much you have... How the fuck did you join? Fair play. Let's ride on board with Thompson here as he's doing his... Oh, fair enough. Doing his warm-up process through turns 4, the long one in turn 4. Turn 5 and 6 I think are the most technical ones on the track. Really important apexes to hit. You miss them, you can lose easily 3 to 4 tenths. But Thompson now going to be looking to go on his second flying lap He'll be hoping for no traffic as he rounds the final corner now. Going to open his DRS flat up. And away we go with Thompson through the Austrian hills. Coming into turn one now, misses the apex one's a bit wide there. He'll be looking to want to tie it up on his final lap. That would have cost him a good 3 to 4 tenths alone. Now with his DRS up the hill into turn 3, because that little kink is turn 2. Again, can take that a little tighter and run a bit wider on exit there, not carrying as much speed as he possibly could. But he now opens up his flat through the second DRS section, through to turn 4, getting a little bit loose, almost locking up, and he's got traffic ahead. Traffic will want to be keeping cleaning out the way. And it does so nicely as he now misses the apex once again. You can definitely run that a little tighter, a little bit faster. Looking a little bit squirrely with his setup. And he comes out of turn 6 though, cleanly through 6. Maybe could have gone a bit faster through there. We've got 2 corners left to go. This is where it's all on the line. You want to throw it in, catch that inside curve, run a bit on the outside now, take as much curve as possible. Gets a little bit loose on entry though, and Keta has left. But it is going to be Thompson up into P3 with that lap. So I'm sure he won't be too unhappy. Now, why is Keta left? So who is on a lap? We've got Ratcliffe on an out lap. I think we possibly have Junker though, who is on a lap. Maybe not. No, Junker probably on an out lap as well, or about to start his lap. So look further around. Oh, he's coming in. It'll be Pavic on a lap. He's found 200th so far. Can Pavic improve and possibly climb further up the board as he's dropped down to 5th? With Britain putting a banger lap. No, Pavic has got really loose. And he's invalidated. So Matthews is invalidated. So we're looking at possibly Pufframan, who's gone P... No, that's Thompson. Oh my fucking god. Pufframan, who's currently P6, coming into the pit. Okay. Adieta, who's on their out lap. So we are looking for Britain, who's on his in lap. So it is going to be Ratcliffe on a lap. Currently provisional P1. And Connor's invalidated. Would have gone 200th faster. But unable to do so, so I'm going to have to invite someone. One moment, got to find them. Or maybe Connor's just a sweat. Alright, who's on an out lap? We've got Keta on an out lap. We have Much actually on a lap. looking a little bit slow though. Who is on a lap? Jonker maybe? Yes, Jonker on a lap through the final corner, and Jonker improves to P7. Doesn't improve, but that does improve. Only goes up to P7, so gains 1 position. Who else is on a lap? Thompson getting past traffic there. Might still have one more time for one more lap. It's crazy. And Thompson goes P2. So Connor's first time, still the best out there. Ketter now on a lap. Would have got a nice little tow from Thompson. But Ketter not improving through sector 1. Meanwhile, coming through the final corner now is Matthews, who was 8 seconds off his lap. So we look for who could be on a lap. I don't know. I think I'm going to switch back to Ketter for now. I know Ketter is on a lap. Ketter currently provisional P5. Will be wanting to climb up the order if possible. He's found almost 2 tenths on his previous time. Currently looking for an estimate P3. If he can find a bit more time, he could be on that front row. As he rounds the penultimate corner. 1 corner left to go. Looking a little bit loose on there. How can he floor it now? Got to pin it to the floor. And Ketter lost time in that final sector. We're hoping to get round quick as possible and do another lap. Meanwhile, every time I switch to push round, he's going into the bloody pits. Thompson into the pits. Adieta on an out lap. Is it Matthews on a lap? Matthews is on a lap. And Matthews goes back above Jonker and goes back into P7. Ryan, I don't think I've got you added. And I don't know if I can add you. While in... Let me try. I'm going to have to give you mine, and I don't know my EA. Shit. I wish there was a way to find out my EA name. I'm going to have an aneurysm. Anyway, who could be on a lap? Ratcliffe is on a lap. He's gone purple through sector 1. Connor looking to improve on his time already. This will be his last lap. As he rounds the final corner, getting a little bit loose. Thompson has retired in the pits. Currently provisional P2 as Connor still doesn't break the 104. As much now behind him, starting his final lap. It's going to be a mad dash, and he's invalidated. He gets loose, and that will be much starting for P10. Next up then is going to be Archie Britton now, starting his final lap. But he's looking to absorb a tow from Ratcliffe. A little bit cheeky. Who else is on a lap? We've got Keta now rounding the... No, Keta's on an out lap. Everyone else must be on lap. There's a lot of traffic coming around that first sector now. Although it looks like Junker is letting people through. But we're going to sit here with Britain because much unable to improve after invalidating. So it's going to be Britain now rounding the final 2 corners. What can Archie Britain do? And Britain goes P2. Next up is going to be a Ferrari. Is it Puffran? He's invalidated. Fuck's sake, Puffran. So next is going to be Luke Matthews, currently provisional P7, going to be starting on that 4th row. We'll be looking to maybe jump ahead. He's got to find 5-6 tenths out there. I don't know. And he invalidates, so ignore me. Next up then is going to be Filip Pavic, who comes into the pits. Not improving, clearly. Junker into the pits. Keta, though, didn't make it around in time. Invalidated. Okay. So it's going to be Conor Ratcliffe starting P1. Oh, fuck. You've disconnected again. Brother. How? I'll send one more invite. Because I won't be able to invite during the actual live races. Just to let you know. Oh, okay. Okay, you are in. Okay, I was worried. Okay, so there are your qualifying results. It's going to be Conor Ratcliffe starting P1, Archie Britton alongside him with a 2nd row of Thompson and Pavic. I can't believe I'm saying Pavic is on the 2nd row. And it's raining! Gosh, I haven't seen something this wet since I can't make that joke. Actually, I can. Fuck it. I haven't seen something this wet since someone who we no longer mentions, Mum, had a triple meat fiesta. That's an old throwback if anyone remembers that one. So, not only have the boys got to try and get around the track, they've now got to try and get around the track while it's wet. We do have a formation lap for them to get used to the tricky conditions. I'm imagining everyone's on intermediates. I tell you what's going to be an interesting through into turn 1 is now we get to watch everyone try and brake, and I reckon we're going to have a crash in turn 1. Not even at Monza we're going to have a crash. The weather gods can be cruel, and they've been extra cruel because they decided to piss it down on everyone today. How many people do I reckon are going to finish this race? I'll be impressed if half the grid finish now it's wet. Turn 3, and somehow Pavic and Puffran have touched in the formation lap. Let's just insult them both quickly. Anyway, the rest of the guys are now going to line up. Thompson not playing around. But he's going to be Connor lining up in that P1 grid spot. Let's see, can he actually put it in correctly? He's in nicely. As we get ready for the race to begin. We get the flags, the lights going on. That's 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. It's a clean start getaway for everyone. Although Matthews a little bit sluggish off the line. As Puffran and Pavic battling it out. Thompson runs very wide there. But it's going to be a battle for... Oh, Britton's got the inside going into turn 2. Will he pull Ratcliffe's pants down? It's going to be close. Oh, he brakes. Just not enough space. But he does a good job to cover off Thompson. Meanwhile, further back, we got Ketter, who's climbed past Puffran and is going to be looking to pounce. Oh, and there's contact. Guys, please. So instead, it's going to be Matthews up into P5. Much has gained 2 places. As he gets past Junker up into P8, and it's going to be Adieta rounding out the rear. Further back, Ketter now battling side by side once again with Puffran. They're side by side through into turn 5, and he's going to be Ketter getting the move done on Puffran. But back to the front is going to be Connor leading them out with Britton right behind. Thompson's P3, Pavic P4, and then there's a second gap down to Matthews. Matthews is starting a second train. He's going to have Ketter and the gang on his rear. And then at the back is going to be Junker. Just keep him within a second. He's outside of a second now of Ryan Much. But here we go. It's going to be almost a second already that Connor's got over his nearest competitor. But the battle is... Oh my God. And Matthews is at a moment as he's dropping all the way down the field, down into 10th. I wonder if there's contact that I may have missed. But he's now going to be Puffran and Ketter battling it out once again. We're going to ride on board here with Puffran, with Ketter just in front of him. And he's going to have Ryan Much just behind actually as well. As we got yellow flags, as I'm pretty certain I'll just watch someone reset the track. That's a big no-no going forward. No resetting in the actual races. Meanwhile, Connor having a nice, easy time of it. Is going to be Thompson, though, looking to put a bit of pressure maybe onto Britton here, with Pavic still right in the rear. And Britton has already amassed a 3 seconds worth of penalties. It has been 3... He's on to his 3rd lap. He's got more track limits than he's done laps right now. But the battle for 5th is very interesting here, with Much gaining on Puffran. And Puffran being right on the rear of Ketter. I feel like we are missing out on a lot of action with DRF being disabled because of this weather. Further back, Matthews has managed to climb back up into 8th, with Junker down in P10 at the moment. Britton is slipping further and further away, as it looks like Pavic there looking to get out of the weather trails of Thompson and Britton. Can't keep his car nice and cool. So at the moment it looks like we're going to be seeing a battle of, can Britton get a 3-second lead over Pavic and or possibly Thompson. Meanwhile, Adieta has fucked it into the wall, and we got a safety car. Somehow, the Ferrari has done a Ferrari thing and just fucked it off right into the wall. And Connor comes into the pits for a fresh set of intermediates. Very interesting decision. We're getting Puffran and Much also into the pits. So an interesting change of strategies here. Some drivers opting for fresh rubber, others not so. I wonder if any of them have damage as well. And Puffran having to put a new nose on. So Puffran definitely did have damage. And Junker now coming into the pits. Possible damage as well. Also requiring a new nose. Do you know who also needs a new nose? Michael Jackson, but that is beyond the point. There's going to be Archie Britton, who currently leads us. And we'll be getting this safety car restart underway when the lights go out on the car. Further back, the big gain is really from this Matthews, who had a moment on turn 1 and was on the infield. But he's going to have Ratcliffe, who was looking mightily fast, wanting to get back past him. On fresh rubber as well, might I add. Normally, when Connor has fresh rubber, he's with his missus. I don't know why that one's tickled me so much. So we're just awaiting now for a Junker to catch up to the back of the field. And after that happens, we will be just awaiting the safety car to come back in and Archie Britton to lead us off the line. So, known fact here in Amethyst, whenever we've had a wet safety car restart around Austria, the lead driver normally spins it in the penultimate corner when they put their foot to the floor. So can Archie Britton avoid the common curse of Amethyst of dropping it when restarting under the safety car? Fuck me, I'm stumbling my words like a communist right now. I do apologise, everyone. Alright, so we are going to be getting back off to racing here as Archie is backing up the pack. 9 drivers left. And he goes... Brother, that was interesting track limits. And it's going to be Connor overtaking the... Is that legal? I don't think it was, and now Connor's going to come under pressure from March. March round the outside of Connor Ratcliffe, and March makes the move as Puffran has run wide. But anyway, back to the front because it's Britton leading with Pavic eyeing up a move there on Thompson. Full better of it, he's got Kessler in his wheel. And now, as Connor got damaged, because Puffran now looking to put the pressure on Connor as they come into turn 4. Connor holding the inside, maybe a switchback though from Puffran here. Unable to get the car in position. And now it's going to be Much who's looking to make a move on Matthews round the outside of turn 6. It's a bold one. Matthews gets loose though. Haven't seen someone get that loose for a good while, and Connor now sniffing his rear. Back to the battle for the front, and it's going to be Britton leading Thompson with Pavic, P5, Ketter right behind as well, keeping Pavic honest. We've got yellow flags in sector 2, and I think that's a bug. But Britton now sets the new fastest lap, as meanwhile it is going to be Matthews now having a drag race with Connor into the first corner. Connor with the inside, Matthews with the outside will be able to have that overspeed. And they bump a little bit of bumping, a little bit of barging. And now Puffran looking to make it 3 wide. Here we go. Into turn 3 we come. Connor holds the inside. Puffran slings out the inside of Matthews as well. A little bit more contact. And Matthews is going to drop down to P9. He's going to be chasing after Junker, who's now putting the pressure on Puffran. The battle for the last paying positions is really heating up as Junker looks to sling up the inside of Puffran. He gets a little bit loose on his contact wheel to wheel. And a little bit more on exit. And it's going to be Junker up into P7. Puffran will not be happy about that as he slots it back the inside, looking to reclaim it, what he believes is rightfully his. Just like he's going to try and rob from the English for his Indian heritage. And it's going to be back up to P7 for Puffran. So meanwhile, Pavic is dropping off the back of Thompson right now as he's over a second away. Might come under a bit more pressure now from Ketter as Thompson now sets the new fastest lap. No, March. Ryan March in the wet. He's going to be the wet wizard. He looks to sling up the inside of Ketter here. No, thinks better of it into turn 1. Might look for a better exit though. Put the pressure right on. We're going to ride on board with Ryan March as he looks to get in the slipstream of Ketter. Going to be deploying that DRS. Looking for the inside line into turn 3. Late on the brakes. Is he going to be able to hold it? Ooh, runs a little bit wide, but he is through unless Ketter has managed to switch back. And Ketter now looking to be back on the offensive. Going to have the inside 4, turn 4, but no, Much has the move made, signed, sealed and delivered. He slung it up the inside of Ketter, and that was all she wrote. Now we're looking to hunt down Pavic. We'll be looking for a podium here as we have 10 laps remaining, but it is going to be Thompson still keeping Archie Britton honest. Pavic now has gained a few temps here and there. Ketter now dropping outside of a second. Going to have Connor Ratcliffe to deal with next. Puffran 3 seconds back. Puffran not used to this wet weather. And Connor now sets the new fastest lap of the race. And we're going to turn our attention now to the battle for first. Britton has that 3-second penalty lingering over him like a stinky dirt cloud. And Much has dropped Ketter off by over a second. Ketter's going to be wanting to claw that back because he was looking right racy on the rear of Pavic. But at the moment, the top 4 all line about 5 to 7 tenths apart from one another. Ketter now dropping over a second and a half back. And he's actually coming under pressure here from Ratcliffe, who slings up the inside on turn 4. And Ketter gets a little bit loose on exit, a little snap. Makes a little bit of contact with Ratcliffe, but Ratcliffe there gets through. Up into P5, that fresh rubber going to come into handy here as people's tyres will start to wear and start to heat up a bit more. And Thompson now is over a second away from Britton, and Pavic as well also dropping a bit further back. But Much looking to put the pressure now, knowing that Ratcliffe has got past Ketter, needs to dispatch Pavic as soon as possible and get up the field. As Ketter gets another big snap, not enjoying the wet. And Much now bringing the gap down to 4 tenths. Looking very racy on the rear of Pavic, becoming the wet man himself. And he got a mighty exit there. Putting the pressure right on Pavic as Pavic looking for the racing line, looking to carry a bit more speed. Maybe to call Much up the inside. No, but Pavic looking for a switchback. Oh, and he switched back and he claps his cheeks. Oh, I haven't said that one in a good while. But he switches it back on Much and he's going to have the inside and he's clapped his cheeks. But Much again, it's a drag race between him and Pavic. But Pavic with the inside, unless Much can switch back on, he's right underneath him. But now Connor's coming into play as well. The 3 of them battling for that final podium position, which is releasing Britton and Thompson. Britton will be very happy about this as Pavic running a little bit wider there than Much. Much right all over his gearbox. But Thompson's already dropped a second now. Going to be wanting to claw that back. Pavic a second and a half with 2 hungry boys on his rear. Last time I saw boys like this on someone's bum, it was about to be a good noshing session. Anyway, as we now start lap 11, it is going to be Archie Britton leading us with Thompson P2, Pavic P3, Much P4, Ratcliffe P5, Ketter P6. Puffran now making inroads onto Ketter. in P7, Jonker P8, and Matthews bringing up the rear of the remaining drivers that are on the track as now. Much looking for a better exit. Pavic going defensive. Slightly tighter line from Jeff here. Philip even, I don't know why I've called him Jeff, but defending very strong. But it'll be now for the second attacking zone. Pavic looking defensive. But Connor thinking about a move up the inside of Ryan Much here. It's going to be nip and tuck. They're side by side behind Pavic. Connor and Much, and maybe a little bit of contact there. Very light, and he's going to be Connor now up into P4, and he will now be trying to get past the Croatian Defence League of Filip Pavic. Back to the battle for the lead as Thompson now is still over a second behind Britain. Britain will be looking to try and extend that even further though. But they're all eyes on the battle for P3 as it is going to be Pavic in that Visa Cash App, whatever you fucking call it. With Ratcliffe and Ryan Much right behind. And Jonker in P8 picks up a 3 second. He will currently lose a position to Matthews as things stand. But now we're going to go back to this battle for P3 as Much is the tail end of these three. Connor looking for a move possibly. It may be a bit deep coming back from there, especially in this weather. But Pavic gets a bad exit. Connor now going to be looking very offensive. Much got the better exit of all of them. Meanwhile, further back it is going to be Pufran and Ketter battling it out once again. Ketterman holds off the Ferrari of Pufran for now. But Much... Oh, Pavic has had a very weird exit, and there's going to be Ratcliffe with the inside line for turn 6, and there's a bumping and barging. And that is going to be Filip Pavic being passed by not one, but two. Pavic loses 2 places in one corner. He's had his pants pulled down. He was looking on for a podium, and instead he's going to get a 3-second penalty. Pavic is going to be punching the air right now. You can hear the creation tears of the femboy running down his face. Meanwhile, back now for the battle for P6 and P7 is going to be Pufran as Britton and Thompson exchange fastest laps. We're going to ride on board here with Pufran as he's looking to maybe hyper corner and move into turn 1 here. Looking to at it later on the brakes. Good bit of space being left, and Pufran on the foot a little bit too hard, getting really loose. And there goes his attack right there and then. Actually, importantly here, Thompson has taken a little bit of time out of Britain here. And with 5 laps to go, 2 seconds for Connor. That pit stop may be a detriment to him. Even though he's got fresh rubber, it's not served him well. Ryan Much, on the other hand, has benefited probably the most from the safety car as he's climbed through the field up into P4. And Ryan Much is our big changer here, up 6. Britton and Thompson obviously up 1 place each due to Ratcliffe pitting, and Pavic is down 1 after being overtaken by 2 cars in 1 corner. And as you see the tyre offset here, Connor with 3 laps soft newer tyres has been going pretty fast, but Thompson here maybe needing to get past Britton because Ratcliffe is on the attack. And there are your penalties currently. Britton with a 3 second, Pavic with a 3 second, Ketter and fucking Pufran are battling it out once again. There's contact. Oh, I can't tell who it is who's all over the place. I think it's Ketter. Ketter bouncing up and down all around like he's on a trampoline. But Ratcliffe has taken 3 tenths out this lap alone. He's dropped Ryan Much off the back. I wonder if Much has a little bit of damage through his contact with Pavic. And expect to see another fastest lap from Ratcliffe here as he's really starting to push and go harder. Meanwhile, back for the battle for P6 is going to be Ketter with Pufran once again putting the pressure on. Pufran thinking about a move thinks better of it, dips back out. Thompson now 3 tenths behind. Britain has really started cranking it up, but unable, not close enough to make a move. Is Puffran, did he get a good enough exit? I don't believe so. And Connor's only taken a 10th out so far, as the battle for P1 heats up. It's going to be Thompson and Britain, with Ratcliffe just in the rear. Don't write Ratcliffe out yet, it's not over, but maybe that pit stop is going to be detrimental for him. We shall see. Oh, Connor's actually taken another 4 tenths out through the final 2 sectors. Connor really starting to reel in on the 2 boys ahead. Maybe another fastest lap. No, not a new fastest lap, but again, definitely going faster. Much being dropped off the back. Pavic as well being dropped off further and further. As Puffman and Jonker now looking to... Puffman gets a much better exit this time. Maybe looking to get attacking into turn 3. He's been going into turn 1 and it has not been fruitful for him. But Keta plays defensive. Puffman will be looking for a better exit. Needs to be good on the power and not spin the rears. And Keta very defensive here. And it appears that not close enough once again to make a move. Oh, and he gets really loose. Misses the apex completely. And Puffran loses so much time into turn 4. And now we're going to turn your attention to the battle for the lead, because Ratcliffe is only 4 tenths behind. He's really starting to gain. Is that pit stop going to have worked out for Connor here? As much has just dropped off the face of the planet compared to Ratcliffe's pace. And Ratcliffe sets another fastest lap. 2 laps to go. It's Britain, followed by Thompson, followed by Ratcliffe. Ryan Much P4, Philip Pavic P5, Keta P6, Puffran in P7, P8 for Junker and P9 for Matthews. It's been a quiet race for Junker and Matthews. As Connor now looking for a move into turn 3. They're side by side with Thompson. Wheel to wheel. Doesn't appear like he's got the move made. Thompson now having to get really defensive. He's going to free Britain up to maybe try and eke out a big enough gap. But it's all going to come down to the final lap. Meanwhile, further back, it is going to be Puffran looking at that gearbox of that Aston Martin still. Just needs to get a better exit out of turn 3 and get very offensive. But we're going to switch back now to the battle for P2, because it is technically P1 if they I'll stay within 3 seconds of Archie Britton. Connor really putting pressure on through turn 7. Now turn 8. With 2 tenths down. Where would you look to make a move though? Is it turn 3 or do you wait and go for turn 4? Turn 3 is the longest run up. And without DRS though, it's a little bit here and there. As Philip Pavic is gaining back on Ryan Much now. On older tyres, might I add. But here we go, it's the final lap. Archie Britton leads us with P2 to Thompson, P3 for Connor Ratcliffe. Matthews picks up another 3-second penalty. Connor thinks about a move there. He's going to have a much narrower exit there than Thompson. But is he clean on the power? It's going to be close. Thompson going defensive. Connor is going to have to get creative. As Puffran has finally got Keta maybe. They're side by side again. There's definitely been a little bit of contact. There's more contact as Keta hits the wall. We're going to now switch back to the battle for second place, because Archie Britton is going to win it on the track. Connor has got to find a way to get past that Mercedes. I don't think he's going to be able to do it though. He's only got 2 more corners. None of them are really overtaking moves and opportunities unless Thompson here absolutely fucks it. But Archie Britton rounds the final corner now. Archie Britton will be your race winner on the track, but it's going to be Ollie Thompson after the 3-second penalty applied that wins. Connor Ratcliffe P2, P4 goes to Ryan Much, P5 to Pavic, P6 will be Puffran as Much sets the fastest lap on the final lap. P6 for Puffran, P7 for Mr. Ketamine. And it's going to be Junker coming home in P8. Oh no, he gets loose! Gets loose. It's going to be Matthews and Junker. But it's going to be Archie Britton wins it on the track. Thompson winning it after the 3-second penalty is applied. Oh. But here they go, they spray. They don't spray. They've been told no spraying. I might have to up the graphics a little bit. But there you go. There is your fastest lap, your race winner, your driver of the day, and your driver with the most overtakes. It'd be nice if you would tell me how many overtakes. Fuck me. They look like they're on drugs. Hard drugs. But there you go. There are your standings. And it's going to be Thompson after the 3 seconds applied. 2/10 ahead of Ratcliffe. Britain P3. Ugh. Anyway. Thank you very much for those who tuned in. And tomorrow we will actually be racing the first race. There was a switchback, and a switchback, and he claps his cheeks was dropped. But thank you very much for all who joined for this quick little friendly drive around the track. We'll be in tomorrow 7 PM. Good luck and have fun.